Hello and welcome to JW Solar USA. Today's video is all about the MNSPD, which means the Midnight Solar Surge Protective Device. So this is what we're gonna be talking about today here on the channel here. So folks, I'm just gonna show you what you need to protect your system from all kind of surge and all kind of lightning arrestor. This is a lightning arrestor that protects your device from lightning and a huge surge of electricity. For example, batteries, or you end up touching wires that shouldn't be touching, maybe a wrench drop on your batteries and cause a huge surge that's supposed to destroy your system with a high voltage and including current. And this the MNSPD will take care of all this as I take you to the bench, and so that you can see how we're gonna dissect this entire device and see how it works. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, and share. All right, folks. As I was saying, here is the Midnight Surge Protective Device and Installation Manual right here, which is called the MNSPD, as it says right here. So folks, I want you guys yourself to read this entire paragraph, which you can able to pause anytime and able to read all what the device is trying to do. And by saying that, this is what it looks like. They are made in different voltages here. I can take you closer and look at that. You have the 115 volt, and you have a 300 and the 600 volt. They all work in different AC and DC. So the one we're going to be talking about here is going to be the MNSPD 115. Okay, so let's go through that. I'm going to show you the actual device itself. All right, folks, this is the device as I'm talking about here. If you can see, if we can only get the camera really nice, and you see all the writing on the thing, what this device, the specifications, and all the I want you guys to see that. You see the MNSPD 15. It tells you the voltage it operates on and all the current and all the good stuff on that one. So this one can work on both 12, 24, and 48 volt battery bank. This is just for the battery bank, okay, folks. There are different ones that the 300 and the 600, they protect like a big solar arrays and for outside maybe, or for the AC of it, and high voltage DC, which is really dangerous voltages, like these huge arrays that being out there, being installed for houses and all the good stuff. But so far so good. I just want to show you, if you guys have never seen one before, this is your first time in real life, well, welcome to the channel, and I hope this one is gonna make sense to you. And this is how it looks like. I hope you find this video helpful, and stay tuned as I'm gonna make this video not too long. All right, folks, I'm just protecting this the battery side of my system, and which other one's gonna be coming. Yeah, if you look at here, folks, you can see the Midnight MNSPD 115, which is here. It can work with 300 volt AC and DC. So let's look at the specs. Sorry, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. It works out with from 0 to 90 volt AC and 0 to 115 volt DC. So this thing, before it's going to protect this device supposed to be in a higher number compared to the device is protecting, which is if the battery bank is going to be 12, 24, 48, and this thing is all the way to 215 volt DC. And if you can see here, these are all the specs from the side here. So it clamps at 100 amp, okay, and it's going to be the current about 8/2 US. So if you look at the peak here, the full protection is 100 kA full device and 50 kA each section. That's the current. So if we keep coming down here, you will see where it says the specification of the energy absorption, which is 1120 full device and 560 joules. And you will see started protecting from here. The suggested placement is going to be up to a 90 volt AC and from 12, 24, and 48 battery bank circuit. So if I want to draw your attention all the way down here, you guys can see all the specs for yourself, because this is one of my first device. And since I have a MidNite Classic and some of the other good stuff, the breakers and all the stuff, this is how it clamps. So the maximum voltage is going to reach all the way to about 115, and it passes all the way very close to 300. Very close to 300 or 400, sorry, right there. But at 1,000 amps peak current. Okay, there's the voltage section right here, voltage peak from here. So since it's a 115 volt DC and a 90 volt AC, you see the graph is going to tell you right here. So you guys have seen yourself. You can read all these things by yourself and see by yourselves, and you guys can see all. Pause the video and read through, and you will see exactly how this system works. If you find this information helpful, please get to the MidNite solar website, and you can be able to look at this thing and see exactly if you can follow it through the video. I don't want the video to be long, but let's get back to business here. All right, this is a clear representation here how this system being used. It's used on AC and DC of the thing. Like I was telling you, how the 115, the 300 and 600 volts of this device, which you can use the ground, which is the green, the black, and the red, which is right here. So we have all the three wires. The ground is this one, the green one, and the red goes to the positive, and this one goes to the neutral, which is the negative right here. Since it's a DC part, you can see if you have this box that uses fuses and all this, you have to have maybe a MidNite so baby box, or the bigger one, the big baby box. Then you can able to hook up this thing, and it comes with all the stuff that's supposed to tie on a PVC box, you know, all the stuff that's supposed to hold it underneath here and screw it, holds the protection. So folks, so this is the diagram if you want to hook it up. So you guys can look the DC from the battery, the negative, the ground, and you have the AC side if you're using the two side, because this was using the AC and DC. Okay, so how you can hook it up. Let's come back here, and now it shows you exactly the PV combiner box. This is your solar array coming all the way and feeding to the neutral and feeding to to the positive bus bar and the ground. So you can able to use two of them if you wish. I've seen some other system that has more than four of them. So you can protect the DC side, which is this, and the AC part of it here. Okay, this one is designed for outback. This is a outback inverter right here, and it's a MidNite Classic. So take a look closely. The PV array, PV input coming all the way to the bus bar. Okay, and you have another bus bar right here, which is the ground, and the neutral, which is the negative, and the positive up here. Okay, from there you see this thing is gonna light up with a blue light, which is this one here. See that? That's gonna be a blue light. It's gonna illuminate and gives it a cool color that always on, because trying to protect the system from being hurt by any lightning or any surge, so the system can able to handle that instead of your device going to be destroyed, and this device is going to do the thing that should be doing. And this is original, came from Arlington, Washington, Seattle. It says printed right there. It says MidNite Solar. So I hope this video will help you guys how to go about this. And according to the diagram here, you guys can see exactly how this device works. So I hope you can pause this video and you just go about it. See it? But I'm going to be installing it. You're going to see a part 2 of this video, and make sure you stay tuned so that you can see how this device is being installed. This is how it looks in a utility box, which is the main panel. How you connect that. See it? Disconnect and all the way to that. And let me bring you down here and read it. This is a neutral right here. This is the earth ground right here. One of the green wires tying here, which is if you look at these wires right here, this is the earth ground, this is the neutral, but this is for the DC, not the AC one. But you just have to use in the reverse if it comes to the AC, and this is the positive. So you can see how it's gonna be wired. But this is the DC one, or the AC. So these are all your breakers here. This is the earth ground, this is a neutral. So the one that goes through the breaker for, like if it's a DC, it goes through the breaker right here. Okay, you see how everything works right there. You have all these wires here, the neutral, and that's how you protect the system. So I hope you find this video helpful. If you think really helpful and you think you want to protect your system, I'll encourage you to get one of these devices. This is a must-have on your system. You have the AC and the DC. This is just the DC. I'm protecting my batteries from high surge and lightning, because you have to ground your batteries as well, folks. Batteries are grounded. You always ground the neutral, the negative of it, and take it all the way down to your earth ground. Never connect your earth ground for your house earth ground to your solar. The solar array is supposed to be grounded by itself. Okay? Should have its own ground, the panels, and the equipment supposed to be, your device's equipment supposed to have its own grounding as well. So never use one ground rod, or you can do a parallel grounding, 2 rods. I will show you on my next video how to do a parallel grounding, a safer and a most reliable grounding for solar system. It's a parallel grounding. So this is how your equipment be grounded, and the batteries get grounded. It has its own ground rod, and you have the equipment grounded, then you have the solar array grounded. Okay, so don't put the solar array ground rod or grounding for your equipment as well. If a lightning struck to your panels outside, it's gonna come and hit your devices inside the house. So you don't want that to happen. That's why solar array, all of them supposed to have their own ground rods. They're always gonna be grounded separately compared to the equipment in your house or your devices. That's a must done. That's the proper way to do it. Okay, and don't try to use the house grounding trying to ground your solar equipment. Those are two different grounding. Leave the house ground rod by itself. Don't mess with it. Just ground your solar modules or your panels on a ground rod separately, and ground your equipment separately. Okay, and if you're going to be throwing the power now to your house, that's fine. And your batteries has to be grounded as well by taking it from the neutral, which is the negative, to the ground rod. Okay, that's how you ground our system be grounded properly. So I'm going to take you a quick brief here so you guys can just see what is going on here. And this is how I'm going to be installing this device. Works on both sides, AC and DC. I hope you find this video informative. I hope you find this video very helpful, and don't forget to subscribe from my channel. This is JW Solar USA, and thanks for watching. Let's go solar.